Right, different kind of video today. I'm not actually going to do any cooking, no recipes. I'm going to do a food review. Don't worry, I'm not changing the entire concept of the channel. It's still a cooking channel. But as part of like 2026 and my plans for the future, I want to kind of delve into different types of content. So this is kind of like a little bit of an experiment. So I'm just kind of gauging how people respond to this type of content. Now, OG subscribers of the channel will remember I used to do food reviews back in the day, like 8-10 years ago now. And I'm sure some of you will remember the century egg video. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you go and watch it if you want to laugh. So yeah, just kind of putting the feelers out, seeing kind of how you guys respond to this type of content. So yes, we're going to do a review of this Wotsits mac and cheese, which I picked up in Sainsbury's for 4 whole English pounds, which seems pretty steep for what? How much do you get? 400 grams. So that's £1 per 100 grams, which seems pretty steep for me. And also it says on here, right, serves 2. Now I may be a greedy fat sod, but that's not going to feed 2 people. That is a meal for 1, I think. So yeah, I'm going to cook this up and we're going to taste it and see what it's like. I think it's either going to be really, really good or really shit. And I don't think there's going to be any in between. Now, if any of you want to know what's in this, you can kind of pause the screen and have a look now. I'm not going to read out all that because there's loads of it for a start, which that doesn't sound like good news to me. Now, I should probably explain to my American followers what a Wotsit is, okay? These are Wotsits. You see that? And they are basically a Cheeto. A Cheeto, but better, in my opinion. It's just a cheesy flavoured puff. And they're bloody great. Right, so how do we cook it then? Right, let's have a look. For best results, oven heat. Okay, I will then, because I ain't got a microwave. Oven from chilled, 190 degrees C, fan assisted 180 degrees C for 30 minutes. Remove sleeve and pierce film lid several times. Place on a baking tray in the centre of a preheated oven for 15 minutes. Remove film lid and heat for a further 15 minutes. Leave to stand for 1 minute before serving. 30 minutes to warm up some mac and cheese. All right, well, I guess we'll follow the instructions. Right, let's preheat this oven. 180. And then we'll get this onto an oven tray like it says. I should probably, you know, level that out a little bit. Pierce film lid several times. Kind of give you a bit of a closer look in there. I mean, I don't know how they can say this serves 2 people. Maybe I am just a fat sod, but there is not a lot of food in there at all. Right, okay, so this oven is sufficiently preheated, so let's get this in. Hey Google, set timer for 15 minutes.
I have set a timer for 15 minutes.
Thanks.
We'll go off at 15:43.
Cool. Appreciate it. So I'll come back in a second and move on to the next step.
2,000 years later.
Right, we're halfway through. Let's have a look. Let's get it out. Right, so I have to remind myself, what does it say? Remove film lids and heat for a further 15 minutes. So let's get this. It's hot, obviously. So we'll take this off. First impressions, it doesn't really smell much so far, but you know, we'll see. So let's get that back in. I'll set another timer for 15 minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, 15 minutes is up. Let's get it out the oven and have a look. Ooh. Let's just pop it on here for a minute, just like the instructions tell me. Now, on first impressions, it does look a little dry. It seems to be kind of lacking in sauce, but I reserve judgment. It could be the best tasting thing in the world. All right, let's get a fork and have a little delve in there. Yeah, as I suspected, it is quite dry. There's not a lot of sauce in there. Look, I mean, it's personal preference, but I quite like a lot of cheese sauce on my mac and cheese. Yeah, looks a bit dry. Let's get some on this fork and give it a little bit of a taste. So that's what it looks like on the fork. Let's give it a go. The first thing, that pasta is way overcooked. It's quite soggy and mushy, but I'm not kind of sure you could kind of prevent that in a ready meal. But secondly, it's just so bland. It's not giving Wotsit at all. I will try some more just to kind of see. It's just so bland. There's a slight crunch there from the crispy top, which is kind of nice, adds a bit of extra texture. The cheese is quite mild. There's not much flavour there at all. Needs a bit of salt, needs some pepper. But importantly as well, it doesn't taste of Wotsits. I mean, you could put any kind of ready meal bullshit mac and cheese in here and no one would know the difference. I mean, I don't know how this is going to help it in any way, shape or form, but it did say on the back of the pack to kind of add some Wotsits to kind of level it up. So I will crunch some Wotsits over the top. Right, let's see if that makes any kind of difference whatsoever. Here we go. It does improve it slightly. It does add a bit of extra cheese flavour, that Wotsit flavour. Obviously, because we're adding Wotsits. But is it game changing? Is it life changing? Absolutely not. That is very, very average. But if I was to give that a rating, I'd give that a 1.5 out of 5. It's not great. And at £4, nah. You're starting to go into Charlie Bigham's ready meal territory with that. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like the reviews? Do you want me to do more of them, less of them? Is there any other kind of content you want me to make? Let me know in the comments. And as for that, I don't even think I could, I don't like wasting food, but I don't even think I could finish that. But anyway, I'll see your gorgeous faces next time. Ta-ra for now.